If you haven't experienced any of these yourself, you most definitely know people who have. The problem is pervasive, systemic. In 2001, the British Crime Survey found that over their lifetime since age 16, 45% of women and 26% of men had experienced domestic violence, sexual victimization, or stalking at least once. These figures do not even account for those who have experienced sexual abuse and victimization in childhood. This is not a new issue. And yet, prior to autumn 2017, you may not have known. The victims of sexual violence continue to be stigmatized and even blamed for the violations they experience, while perpetrators are rarely held to account for their actions. Across a range of Western jurisdictions, conviction rates for rape have been hovering at somewhere between 5 and 10% of reported cases for years. The majority of rape cases are actually not reported to the police, and neither are the vast majority of other kinds of sexual assault, such as groping, flashing, street harassment, or workplace sexual harassment. Where victims do report their experiences to police, the criminal justice system is not only woefully inadequate in delivering justice, but it can frequently re-traumatize a victim through the invasive nature of both investigation and trial. A phenomenon feminist legal scholars have dubbed judicial rape. When addressing the ubiquity of sexual violence and how our society deals with both perpetrators and survivors, feminist scholars and activists speak of a rape culture. Rape culture is the collection of ideas, practices, and structures in our society that make it easy for perpetrators to commit sexual violence and make it hard for victims to speak out or get justice. Some of these are ideas about gender and sexuality. Think, for instance, about how we tend to see men as sexually active and women as sexually passive, and stigmatize as sluts women who don't conform to this stereotype. Some are ideas about what rape looks like, or about how genuine rape victims should behave. Real rape is physically violent beyond the sexual assault itself. A real victim reports the incident immediately and is emotionally traumatized, but not too hysterical. Others are about who we perceive a rapist to be. Rapists are monsters who jump out of dark alleys, not college students or boyfriends or politicians or fathers. We ask what she was wearing, whether she was drunk, if she led him on, making women responsible for men's behavior. We think of rape victims as she and of perpetrators as he, ignoring the fact that women can commit sexual violence too. That sexual violence can happen between people of the same gender. That men and non-binary people can be victims. We talk of rape, and by extension of not rape. We have more sympathy for men whose careers have been ruined by allegations of sexual violence, such as Supreme Court Justices Clarence Thomas and Brett Kavanaugh, both of whom will continue to shape the interpretation of U.S. law for decades to come. Then with their victims, such as Dr. Anita Hill and Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, both of whom testified under oath and faced humiliating public grillings and ridicule. Perhaps above all, we approach victims' accounts with